better on back. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a cave back. 400K. Lurking, and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they spamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that had a fan.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And, Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rear-view mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Newton. And incomplete here on third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Risky. And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's locked. And he's got his man Hilton. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3. Maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Here's a give to Barkley. Room here to run. He finds an opening past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he puts it through. Rosas now to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Oh, look at that. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He finds his target, Beckham. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Beckham, 26 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good. Rosas now to kick this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. Because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now it's Hines. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 28 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at his 4. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score. And the Giants add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Rolling.
From the gun, here's Luck. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now running right through it. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. On 1st down, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. On 1st and 10, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A handoff to Barkley. And this carry now is productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 2, Newton. He dumps it off to Barkley. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, it's Love. Big hold of the 30. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll fake it. Now Love. Caught left side by Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
On third down, that's Hines. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to go. It's locked. And able to find Dorsett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action. Luck. Oh, spinning away. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. Here's Hines. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run with Barkley. And some room to work. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Rosas now to kick this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Throwing is low. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down. A shotgun snap for Locke. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Locke showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mack. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. Past the 20. 10. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you get a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Barkley. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back down the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Luck dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10, Luck again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. For the red zone now, Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Luck throwing again. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Luck. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture. That your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible. Now they get a chance to enjoy it.